my name is Victoria Fernandez and welcome to my channel. I like to inspire mental health. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I talk about mental health and my experience with bipolar disorder every week. So with that, this week's video is going to be about that letter that I told you guys in several videos that my friend wrote me whenever I was on my worst. So I wanted to read that because it is a letter that impacted me more than she will ever understand, because in those moments, what she was telling me was what was true, but my head was telling me that I was the complete opposite. So with that, I'm gonna read the letter. So number one, she said, this is the worst it gets. It cannot get lower than wanting to do this. It only goes up from here. 2, the pain isn't gonna last forever. Promise. 3, you are not alone. There are so many people going through what you're going through, and even if it's not one of your friends, we will always understand. 4, there's always a reason to live, even if you don't see it now. 5, there's so much you still want to experience that you will miss out on. 6, you have so much left to offer the world and so much to share. 7, you wouldn't be able to help anyone anymore, including the buddies, who I know have impacted your life in many ways, and I know they would want you to get through this. So that one in specific got to me at that point, and even reading it now, it kind of makes me think a lot, which was true. The best buddies are the ones with the kids with disabilities such as autism and Down syndrome, and they were the ones that helped me keep going in a lot of times where I felt hopeless. So it was kind of a reality check when I read this. So number 8, look at the map above your bed right now. Last time I checked, you haven't visited all those places. 9, surviving will make you the world better, even if it only helps one person. 10, because you will only be Victoria Fernandez once, you will never get the same opportunities and chances you have. 11, I know it's cliche, but there's always someone who has it worse. 12, you have a purpose in life and you still have to find out what it is. I found out what it is. 13, your kids and your family, even if you don't see it now, it will happen, and when it does, you will be so glad you didn't do this. 14, having the ability to be sad means you have the ability to be happy too. 15, I think the company of chocolate protein bars would go extinct if you didn't buy all their bars. 16, who is gonna be my gym buddy and FaceTime me to give me advice? 17, who is going to drive me and make sure I am not hungry and bring me food? 18, who else would show up in a second if you knew that anything would happen to me, Alba or Andre? 19, imagine your mom and dad. I know you think they will, but they will not get over it. 20, imagine what Sarah will do. How are your parents going to tell her? Coming from a little sister's perspective, you are her role model. She strives to be like you. Show her that you are strong and that nothing can bring you down. 21, there are far more people than you know that do care and want you to get better. 22, this is only an obstacle and I promise it can get fixed. 23, you are so worth it and you're not done yet. 24, we will miss you. 25, we love you. You have no idea how much of an impact you have had in my life. It may seem like the end of the world for you, but I swear this is only the beginning. There are no words to describe how me, Alba and Andre, and all of your friends and family would feel if you did this. Just know that this is not the solution to anything. Not only are you hurting yourself, but you're hurting the people around you. So those are the 25 reasons she said that I should keep living. But she also added a quote, which I thought was very interesting. And it was also very helpful because it's true. You don't think about all these things when you're at your worst and you want to do those actions or hurt yourself. So the quote says, you will one day experience a joy that matches this pain. You will stare down at your baby daughter's face and as she lays contentedly asleep in your lap. You will create friends, eat delicious foods you haven't tried yet. You will look at views that will enrich you. There are books you haven't read yet that will enrich you. Films you will watch while eating buckets of popcorn. You will dance and run and go for runs by the river and have late night conversations and laugh until it hurts. Life is waiting for you. You may be stuck here a while, but the world isn't going anywhere. Hang in there, life is always worth it. And then she ended it by saying, "Don't do this, Vicky. If not for you, then don't do it for me and everyone else who cares about you." So that letter was definitely very impactful for me to read. You know, at the beginning I cried while reading it, and honestly I cried a lot of the other times that I read it, and it's because all those things that she says, they became a reality, or most of the things, because there's still life that I have to do. When she talks about the map above my bed, I had this huge map, and I've always been a dreamer, even when I was at my worst, and I said that I wanted to visit every single place in the world. And I had like my pins everywhere, and you know, she was like, it's like reality check, you know, you haven't done all these things, you still have all this to do, and if you quit now, you'll never see how wonderful life can be. And she was right, and I'm so glad that I kept fighting. And that is why, you know, I give this letter to all of you. I dedicate it to all of you, because it is true, because life gets better. Because if you believe in nothing else, believe in the videos that I've made to prove of what I'm saying, and that it's all going to be okay. And maybe you're reading this, you're listening to me read this letter, and it's reminding you of things that you want to do, and maybe you want to write this, or maybe you want to write it for a friend. So I just really hope that me reading this letter helps in some way. And again, I read it for you, and I am so blessed to be able to read it, to still be in this world, and to be able to share this story, and to be able to thank her for writing this. So that's it for this video. I hope that everybody's staying safe and healthy, and I hope your mental health is doing okay. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to share it with somebody who you believe that should watch this video. Always remember that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and a bad day does not mean a bad life.